right, Nick. All aboard the King Henry train because he is back. It seems by all accounts this season that Derrick Henry is gonna come back this season. He's recovering from a odd fracture in his foot. They call it a Jones fracture. I don't know what that means, but nonetheless, he's coming back from it. So that's good news for Titans fans. One of the Titans' favorite players will be back on the field this season. But I want to go deeper into what Derrick Henry being there means for the Titans and what him not being there means for the Titans and how that kind of changes stuff offensively for them because we got to see a good bit of that this past season. But before we start, Titans fans, I want to know, who is your favorite Titans running back of all time? Was it CJ2K when he played there? Is it Derrick Henry? Is there another option that we're not thinking of? So let us know in the comments below who is your favorite Titans running back of all time. But Nick, I think you have the story here.
Yeah, so on my favorite, you got to go with personally. I grew up with Eddie George. Eddie was a big guy. I loved him in Ohio State. So big Eddie George fan growing up. But I think with the Tennessee Titans and Derrick Henry, it's clear they need to give him some help, right? He's borne an incredible load as the bell cow running back in the system last number of years, and you don't want to wear him into oblivion. So that's why the Tennessee Titans went out and got a rookie running back Hassan Haskins this past season. And Derrick Henry's been a big fan of this move, according to Outkick. Henry said this: Hassan is a beast. I was able to catch his game versus Ohio State when he went off. Seeing him in person, he is a big dude and he is a solid dude. I was excited when we got him. So, all right, Miles. So obviously Derrick Henry, he is the main guy. He is the MVP, really the guy that drives the train for the Tennessee Titans. But what do you think of him being excited to potentially share carries with another younger running back? Why do you think he's so excited about something like that?
Well, obviously, he doesn't want to be the next DeMarco Murray when you get 400 plus touches every season, wear yourself into the ground, and then shortly after that, fall out of the league completely. Now, obviously, Derrick Henry has a little bit different frame than DeMarco Murray, but nonetheless, I think Henry would probably be excited to, conserve some of his energy, be the bigger play guy that he can be from time to time, not have to have every single snap be fed to him every single game. And it's almost like I akin it to loosely the Deebo Samuel thing where he talks about him not wanting to line up in the running backs. It shortens your career length, taking that many snaps. Deebo Samuel doesn't want to be a running back anymore. He wants to be exclusively a wide receiver because he realized, hey, if I line up in the backfield all the time and I'm taking a pounding, I'm not going to have as much longevity in my career, and I think that's where Henry sees. He sees a longer future for himself, and I think that's appealing to anybody.
Yeah, so I think I think you're definitely right there, but I think the other part of it is that Henry is looking to have a backfield mate that also lightens load, but is also a similar kind of size and style runner. Because Derrick Henry, when he's in the game, he faces challenging boxes and just tough running environments. And we have a few examples of this. So we brought up a screenshot here of the Tennessee Titans against the Cincinnati Bengals in the playoffs last year. And I mean, Miles, if you look at this front, you've got 4 down defensive linemen. You essentially have 2 outside linebackers. Hubbard is the guy closest to us. A linebacker's on the other side. You've got 2 guys in a linebacker role about 5 yards off the ball. So that's a tough box to run. Every gap is essentially covered. There's going to be no natural cutback. You've got 2 linebackers. They're going to be able to roam free because the offensive lineman will have trouble getting up to them again because there's every gap covered by the defensive line. This is just a tough situation for any running back to run in, let alone for guys, Derrick Henry, who everyone is keying on. All right, so let's go to another situation, another scheme later in the game, or a different point in the game when when Henry is not in the game. Look at this box. You have just 2 down defensive linemen, 2 stand-up defensive ends. The 2 outside linebackers, they're not even really acting as outside linebackers anymore. They're off the football. It's more of a standard traditional defense. This is more of a balanced or even a pass-focused defense from Cincinnati. This is so much more favorable to run the football in for the Tennessee Titans than that look we just showed. And that's exactly what Haskins is going to get as a runner when he spells Derrick Henry. And because his size and strength and similar running style, he's going to be able to chew up all kinds of yards against this kind of defense, which will force defenses to have to adjust, which will force the Titans to be able to throw the football more effectively, which will force those defenses again out of the a run defense, which in the end, circling all the way back, makes it easier for Derrick Henry. So that's why he's excited, and that's why he's really pumped to have Haskins in the fold.
That's real interesting, and I'm glad that we brought that up because I think that the Titans made a move to where they're gonna be more run focused, and obviously trading AJ Brown, bringing Burks, that's a developmental project there. But Henry having a running mate in the backfield, like you said, similar size, similar play style. I think just all around, whether they get lighter boxes, heavier boxes, it's just gonna be good to have two Derrick Henry sized running backs in the backfield. All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.